Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to this session. How is everyone doing? How are you doing, everyone? How is the Josh for this new session? Hi. Great. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Let's wait for a few more minutes. Let's let other people also join. Okay. But thanks a lot. I'm very happy that we have a good number of participants joining this session. Okay. Thanks a lot for joining this on a Saturday afternoon. Before starting, how are you all doing? How are you doing? Whenever you take any session, I'm always joining it. Thank you, Ashish. I'm very happy to know that. How is everybody doing here? Cool. Before we start, I would like to know more about you. Where have you joined from? Like which place have you joined from? Can you start typing in the chat? Who has joined from which place? Varanasi, Hyderabad, Kerala, Kanpur, Bangalore, Lucknow, UP, Patna, Ludhiana. Nice. Good to see all answers. From Kashmir. Okay, that is great. Silicon City, Bangalore. Nice. Maharashtra. Nice. Good to see people joining from all the different places. Somebody is joined from India. Okay, very exciting. And for how many of you this is the first class or first session of Geekster that you are joining? Your name is Ayushi Pathak, that is visible to me. Okay, so I see many people. For you, this is the first class, okay, first session for Geekster. So great, great. People who are joining for the first time, welcome to Geekster, welcome to this webinar. Okay, I'm very happy, very excited, and very thankful that you have joined this session. Okay, Shalendra has joined 100 plus sessions. That is great, Shalendra. You are like a veteran for us. My first session. Okay, good, Ayushi. Great. So, and what about other people? Like, are you already who? How many of you are already passed out, and how many of you are still in college? Okay, somebody saying passed out. Somebody saying still in college. Okay, good difference of people. Some are still in third year. Somebody passed out in 2021. So that is a good mix of people. We have access free class SQL by Krishna sir. Nice. Are you in Goa Beach? No, I'm not in Goa Beach. This is a virtual background that I'm using. And what is your expectation for out of this class? Like overall, how many of you is this like you are like completely new, you don't have any experience in coding? How many of you are there who have no experience in coding as of today? Okay, one person said no experience in coding or web development. Anybody? The session has already started, right? Before starting, I just want to talk to my audience and understand what are their expectations from the session. I know some of it, okay? Prerequisites of this session, okay, nice. No experience of coding, okay. What about others? New to web development, okay. What about others? New in coding journey, expectations are career in web development and is DSA necessary for web dev. Okay, so all your question and answers, I will definitely answer. All the questions that you have, I'll definitely answer in a while. Okay, but we will first start with the class. We will try to have some basic understanding of the project. Okay, and then we will start. We will answer your questions. Cool. Let me first explain to you what you can expect out of this session. Okay. Which code editor we will be using? Okay, so we'll be using VS Code. VS Code is what I generally prefer. Okay. For the portfolio website, we have to use which tool? We will not be using any tool. Okay, we will be coding everything from the scratch. For the code editor, we will be using VS Code. Okay. and it is going to be, we are going to write everything in plain HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and we will be using Bootstrap to make it look good, to make it mobile responsive. Okay. Okay, people. Before we start, just a quick introduction about me. So you already know, I think you already have some idea about me. My name is Vikas Ranjan. I have close to 8 years of software development experience. Currently, I am working as a senior software engineer at Coinbase. Those who are not aware of Coinbase, it is one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency trading platform. Before Coinbase, I have worked as a technical lead at Zomato. Before Zomato, I worked at Expedia. So, and before Expedia, I was at another startup. So yeah, I have a good experience of working with some of the top product-based companies of India, of the world. And in this session, we are going to learn how to create a portfolio app, right? Basically, what is a portfolio app? Let me just share my screen and show you. So something like this, when you actually create your resume, either you can create a very basic resume, right? And you can share it with the HR or with the recruiter or somebody, right? But what else you could do? You could actually create a website or an application which is like a resume itself, right? Which demonstrates everything that you have done. In the resume, you can talk about your name, your profile summary, you can talk about your experience, right? All the projects that you have done or all the places that you have worked at. Then you can talk about your education, like where have you studied, what was the marks that you got, right? From what was the time that you studied. You can list down your skills, okay? And you can talk about your interests, hobbies, and the different awards that you have got. Okay, so this is the basic idea of a portfolio application, and this is a very, very simple but a pretty decent looking portfolio app, right? So we will be creating something like this today. Okay, you can also add your picture here, and it is very easy to navigate. If somebody wants to see only your experience, they can directly click this place and they can go to your experience, right? Rather than in a resume, they will have to read everything. So, and again, you can also attach links to your LinkedIn profile, your GitHub account, your Twitter account, your Facebook account. So all of these things could be done. Okay. So this is a very basic portfolio application. And in today's session, we will be creating this from the scratch. We will be using HTML to create the web application. We'll be using CSS for styling. We'll be using JavaScript for some of the features. And we'll be using Bootstrap as a framework to make it mobile responsive. Cool. But mostly we will try that we write all the code that we are using. Okay. Whether we are going to add database to this app, no, we are not going to add database to this app. It is a static application. You don't need database for this, right? It is just your profile, your data. So there's no need of a database here. Cool. Before starting the session, sir, then we cannot host the website. Database and hosting the website are two very different things. Okay. So don't be under the impression that if you that you need a database to host it. Okay, database is something else. Hosting is something else. You can still host. There are many static websites which do not need a database. Okay. You can host it on Netlify. You can host it on GitHub. You can host it on any other cloud-based or Linux-based shared hosting platform. You don't need a database for it. Somebody asked to share the front-end developer roadmap. Sure, I can do that. So to become a front-end developer, what are some of the things that are the most important? Okay. So first of all, you should have some knowledge of web fundamentals. Okay. So web fundamentals is important. You should have some knowledge of web fundamentals for sure. Okay. So web fundamentals, as in some basics of what is a client, what is a server, what is an HTTP, What is the request? What is the response? So some basic things about it. Okay. What is the cookie? What is the sessions? Basic knowledge about web. Okay. How things work. Then you need HTML as a programming language. You need CSS to style the HTML. Okay. So for people who have no idea, when you see any website at all, suppose we open facebook.com. Okay. Suppose we open facebook.com. So any website that you open, you see that every website has a lot of designs, right? A lot of colors, a lot of buttons, right? So all the elements that are there, like the photos, the images, the buttons, all of the elements that are there on the page, all the text that is written, everything is done through HTML. So your actual material of the website comes from HTML. But the styling that is done, like on this website, you see that, okay, something is in black color, something is in brown color. Okay, there are different fonts, different stylings, okay, different animations. So all the styling comes from CSS. Okay, so web fundamentals, HTML, CSS. Okay, then you can go to JavaScript, which is again very important. Okay. JavaScript is basically the most important programming language as of today, I would say. Okay, most important programming language. Cool. You can create your front end of the application. You can create back end of the application. You can create database of the application all through JavaScript. It is the most popular programming language as of today, I would say. You can just Google most popular programming language as of 2023, and you will see JavaScript is at the top, followed by languages like Java, Python, Golang. These are again the other popular languages. Okay, so these are the basics that you need to know. Then you need to know some web fundamental advanced. Okay, followed by React JS, followed or mostly React, because that is the most popular JavaScript framework. Okay. So usually this is what you need to learn, and also Redux if required. Cool. So this is the high level front-end developer roadmap as of today. Okay. We already at Geekster, if you are a Geekster student already, or if you want to get enrolled, we have a front-end developer track, a web developer track where you will get to learn all of these. Okay. Cool. Let's move now. We'll talk about the portfolio, and then again, we will take up any question that you have. Okay. So I'll start by creating a basic project. Okay. And we will be using that project throughout this session. For anybody who is curious, for today's class, we will be using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. And we might also use Bootstrap for styling. Okay. So Bootstrap is a CSS plus JS framework. Okay. We will see if we need Bootstrap or not. So let's start. We will start by creating something of this sort. Okay. By the way, for any website, if you are curious about any website at all, what you can do is, suppose you saw a website which looks like this, and you are curious about how it is implemented. So a quick hack can be just right click on that website, go to inspect. Okay. So when you do inspect, you will see that this sort of a code appears. Okay. Something of this sort appears, and you can see the entire HTML code of the website. So HTML and CSS, you can see. You can, if you want to know how this website has been created, okay, you can see exactly all these styles for this website. Okay. So this is for any website, you can try this. It will work perfectly fine for you. Cool. So if you want to see like which image has been used here, so you can just click on this mouse button and then click on this image. So you will see that, oh, this is the image that has been used. You can also right click here, okay, and open this image in a new tab. So that also you can do. Like, so this is opening the image that we have been using. Okay, so everything, you can pretty much see everything that you have used here. Cool. So let's start. What we will do first of all is we will start creating this thing from scratch. Okay. So what I do is I go in my documents folder, I create a new folder and I call it portfolio project. Okay. So this is a new folder I have created. There are no files inside it. Okay. Next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to create some files here. Okay. So first of all, the file that we can create here is an HTML file. Okay. So let's go to VS Code itself. So we are here in VS Code. What I will do is I will just create a new file. Okay. Select a language. I selected an HTML. Okay. And now I will just create a very, very simple HTML, a basic HTML file. Okay. And where I'm going to save it, I will save it in my portfolio project folder. Okay. And I will call it index.html. Why index? Usually every main file of a website or project, we save it as index.html. Okay, so this portfolio project is the whole project and the main file is my HTML file. Okay, the default file that I want to open. So I will call it index.html. Okay, and I will just save it. So this is how you create your first HTML code. If you notice, I'm assuming everybody here has some understanding of what HTML is. So this is the HTML syntax where you define the doc type, which is the document type. So you are telling the browser that, hey, this is an HTML document. Okay. So the browser knows that, okay, this is an HTML file. This is an HTML document. I have to process it as an HTML document. Then you show your HTML, you write your HTML tag, open the HTML tag. This is an attribute where you are saying that, okay, the language of this page is English. EN stands for English. You can, even if you remove it, it will still work fine. Okay. In the HTML tag, we have two main things, head and body. Okay. So what is the head and body? So head has all the important information about the web page. Okay. Like, for example, you see here, we have written, there is a tag called title, and within title, we have written document. Okay. Now, what is this document for? So this is the file. Right now, see, the file is empty because we have not written any code inside it. But here at the top, you see document is written over here. Okay. If you go to any website, like say we go to flipkart.com, you will see that Flipkart also has something like online shopping site for mobiles, electronic, furniture, grocery, something of that sort is written over here. If you just do something, right click, inspect for Flipkart. Okay. Here also you will see a similar HTML structure like we have created. See, doc type is here, then HTML is here, then head is here, then body is here. So similar things. Every HTML page is similar. Okay. Inside head, now the main difference is inside head and body. Okay. So inside head, you will see that inside head, we have something called title here also. And within title, we have mentioned everything like online shopping site for mobile, electronic. Whatever is mentioned over here is actually shown up on the browser tab. Okay. So similarly, we have mentioned document, so it is showing document. If I change this to my first portfolio application. Okay, sorry, I'm miss scrolling. If I refresh this now, it says my first portfolio application. Okay, so that's why we write the title on every web page. The title shows up here. Okay. Why the title used? The title is used very important for search engine optimization. Okay. So Flipkart wants that whenever any person is Googling online shopping site for mobile or electronic, Google should show the Flipkart page result. Okay. So these title and the meta tags, these are important for search engine optimization. If you want your website, your application to show up in different search engine results, you should add such keywords. Okay. So that any search engine will know that, okay, if somebody is searching for portfolio application, then Google can show your website. Okay. Cool. Now let's start. And now we will be, so head has all the information about the website. Okay. Any information about the website you want, you can use. You will write it in the head tag. Okay. Information like the title, the meta tags, or any external script or any external CSS that you want to load in your web page, you will write that in the head tag. Okay. What is body? Body means anything that you want to be visible on the web page. For example, on Flipkart, everything that you see after this line, like this logo of Flipkart, the search bar, all the icons, the buttons, the actual data that you see on the web page, that is a part of the body. Okay. So that's what body is for. Again, if you do a right click, inspect, you will see that everything that is there on the page is inside the body. Okay. Everything is inside the body. Head has only information. Okay. So right now this page is empty. The page that we have created is empty. Why is it empty? Because our body is empty. Body may we have not written anything. Let's write something. Let's create a simple heading tag, and I will write my first portfolio. And I save it. Again, I am putting the wrong spelling. And now I refresh it and see it says my first portfolio. Okay. So what did we learn? We learned that whatever we write inside the body, okay, is shown up in the web page. Okay. Cool. Now, what we have to do first of all is we have to create something like this. Okay, we have to create two sections. One section will have this left bar, one section will have this right bar. Okay, so right now I'm not using Bootstrap. We will use Bootstrap whenever we need it. Right now, I'm not using it. Cool. Okay, now apart from this, I will go back to the folder that we had created. Okay, and see in this folder, we only have one HTML file. Okay, we might want to add some CSS, some styling to this file. So for that styling, what we will do is we need to add a CSS file. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a new folder called CSS. Okay, so I created a new folder, it is called CSS. If I want to add any script, I will create a new folder for script. Okay. And now within this, I need to create new files, one for the styling, one for the scripting. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, again, I go back to VS Code. I will say add folder. and I will add this folder as well. So this is the folder that I have just created. Okay. And in this folder, see, I have created a CSS folder, a script folder, and everything is empty. There is nothing inside this. So now in this CSS, I will create a new file called style.css. Okay. So this is my HTML. This is my CSS. Okay. What I will do is I want to add some styling here. Okay. So if I want to add some styling, suppose I want to give some background color to the page. Okay. I want to give some background color to the whole body. I will do like this body tag, and then I will give a background color yellow. Okay. I refresh the page, but nothing happens. It has not changed to background color yellow because I need to include this CSS page in my HTML. I need to tell the browser that, hey, this HTML page should use this CSS file. So for that, we are going to use link tags. Okay. Link href is equal to, we will give the CSS file, the path of the CSS file. Okay. We'll give the attribute. Okay. And now when you refresh this page, you will see that, oh, the page has turned to yellow. Okay. So what we did, we added this CSS path, okay, to the HTML page. And in the CSS, I have written that for the whole body, this is the body here. For the whole body, change the background color to yellow. If I change this to red, here if I reload, it will be changed to red. Cool. So we have just learned how to add basic styling to the page. Make sense, everyone? How to get source code of this project and where we get certificate of this masterclass? Sure, the team will answer all of these questions. Okay, we will provide. Usually, what happens after every masterclass, we upload the recorded session on YouTube. Okay, so there we will share everything with you. But even if you stay till the end of the class, I will also share the source code of the session. Okay, so don't worry about this. Do we include the content in the meta tag? No, meta tag is not used for content. As I said, meta tag, title, these are only for search engine optimization. Okay. So basically, this is telling what kind of characters are you using on your web page. This is telling which kind of devices are compatible with this web page. This is telling that, okay, this is a mobile friendly website. Okay. So it is telling that zoom the content according to the device width. Okay. So if you are viewing the same page on a mobile device, then it will zoom the web page according to the mobile device width. Okay. So this is important to make the make the web page responsive. Okay. We will, you don't have to worry about these things a lot. You can even Google and learn these things. Okay, what these are. Since we just have a couple of hours to complete the whole project, we have a lot to discuss right now. Okay. Cool. So let's come back. I told you how to add basic styling. We created a CSS file called style.css. We added some style to it. And then we had to include that CSS file in our HTML page, right? So after doing this, we have got a web page, right, which has completely red color, right? But we don't want this, right? We want something like this. So now we will learn how to create something like this. Let's start doing that now. Okay. So inside the body, what I will do is I will create a div. Okay, I'll call it a div class is equal to main container. I can give any class to my divs. Okay, so I've created a div tag, and within the div tag, let me remove this. Now within the div tag, I will create two columns. One column which will create this left part. Okay, one column for the left part. Okay, and another column for the right part. The left part has the picture and these icons. Okay, the right part has the actual details. So let's create this div class is equal to left navigation, and in the right part I will create div class is equal to right content. So I have given meaningful names. Left part is for navigation, nav, right part is for content. Okay, so now inside this I have to create something of this sort. Okay, first of all, what we want is I want this left part to have the styling that we want. Okay, so let's give to give styling or css for any part. Okay, using the class, for the class selectors we use a dot. So since the name of this div is left nav, we will give a dot before this, a dot left nav, and then we will give the style. Okay, so I want that its position should be fixed. First of all, I want that position will be fixed. I want it to be left 0 pixel from the left. I want it to be 0 pixel from the top. Okay, I want it to occupy the entire width of the screen, and I want it to have a background color. Sorry, I want it to occupy the entire height of the screen, and I want it to give a background color of let me give orange right now, and then we will later change it to the exact color. A background color orange, and I want it to have certain width. So say I will give it 15% width of the screen. Okay, so this left navigation, okay, I am telling that it should have a position fixed. It should be shifted to the left of the screen. It should be shifted to the top of the screen. Okay, and it should occupy the entire height of the screen. So 100 viewport height means entire screen height. Okay, I'm giving it a background color orange, and I'm telling that it should occupy 15% width. Okay, let's refresh this page and see what happens. So see, something of this sort has been created. Okay, the styling, if you want to see this styling: position fixed, left 0, right top 0, 100 viewport height, background color orange, and width 15%. So all of this is applied. Now in arc here, if you see, the color and this color are different, so we should match the color. Also, the width is more than 15%. Here 15% is less. So we will write the exact color. Okay, so this is the exact color in RGB format, which I am copying from here. Okay, this is the exact color, and let's change the width to 20%. And see, now it looks very similar. Okay, so this part now is now occupying 20% width, right? And the color is the similar that we had used earlier. Okay, so now you will see that, okay, at least the left part we have created, and the right part also we have created. Cool. Now the next thing that we need to do is in the left part, we need to add these options. Okay, we need to add these options in the left part. I hope until here it is clear to everybody. Can we take height auto? No, height auto will only occupy the height that is required. Okay, VH stands for viewport height. Viewport means the height of the screen. Okay, so when you say 100 VH, it means occupy the 100% height of the viewport. For the left part, if you see here also, the left part is consistent. It is not changing. The right part is changing. Cool. So this left part is done. Now what we need to do is in the left part, we have to add these things. Okay. In the left part, like here also, we have to add these options. Okay. So let's start by adding this picture first. Okay. We will first add this picture on our page. Okay. We'll see how we can add this picture on our page. Okay. So what we are going to do is inside right now, we will only do first create the whole left nav. Once the left nav is created, then we will create the right content. Okay. Do we build the portfolio completely in this session? We will try to do it. Okay. We might not be able to do it completely, but then I will do most of the part. And then whatever the doubts you have, we will solve it today. Okay. Cool. Now in the left nav, let's start. So in the left nav, if you see, we have two things. One part is the picture. One part is the these links for navigation. So let's create them one by one. First, I will create div class is equal to picture. Okay. Or profile pic. So inside this, we will create the picture. Another div I'm creating, div class is equal to navigation links. Okay. Inside this, we will create the links. Okay. Now for the profile pic, what we will do is first let's add the profile pic. So I'll simply do open image in new tab. This is the image. Okay. Any image, if you want to see, even on Flipkart, you want to say where this image is coming from, just do right click, do open image in new tab, and you will get the link of the image. You can do a right click and save as, and you can download in your own computer also. So downloading any image from the internet is easy. I hope everybody knows this already. Okay. So similarly, I just went there, right click, and I opened this image in a new tab. So this is the image file that we will be using. Okay. What you can also do is we can download this. Okay. And we can download in our own project. Okay. So what I will do is inside the project, I will add a new folder. I will call this images. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to create it. Okay, so I've created a new folder images. Okay. And I will save this image inside it. So see, here in my project, I have added a new file images, and inside images, I have this file. Let me rename it profile picture.jpg. Okay. And then I will just use it. img image source is equal to images profile picture dot. Okay. And we can give an ALT text. Again, this ALT text is good for search engine optimization. It is also good for accessibility. Cool. So we have added this image here. Now, again, let's go back and refresh the page. and you'll see that we can see the image on the page. Okay. But the image styling is not how we desire. Okay. We need to reduce the height of this image, the width of the image. We need to fit it properly. So that we are going to do now. Okay. So we can see from here again, inspect element here, and we want to see that what is the height of this image, right? We want to see what is the height of this image. So that we can do now. So this image height, we will see that it was 160 pixel is the height and 160 pixel is the width. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will give again some class to this. Okay. Profile pic image. And to this profile picture, we can give height of 160 pixel, width also of 160 pixel. Cool. Now, if you see, the image is contained inside this. Okay. Also, you will observe that here, just around the picture, we also have some light colored border, right? So let's try to add this light colored border around the picture. So if you have to add a border, here is the style for it. Okay. What we need to do is we just need to give a border, then give the width of the border. In our case, it is 10 pixel. Then the style, we want it to be solid, and then the color. So this is the color that we want to give. Okay. Now, again, when you refresh, you will see that there is some border has been applied. Again, if you notice, the border is there, but everywhere the border is circular. Here, the border is rectangular. Okay. So if you want to change this to a circular border, then we will do a border radius 50%. Okay. Now, if you refresh, you will see that this border has changed to a round border. Okay. So we have achieved this part also, that it is at least a round border now. Okay. So the round border thing is done. Okay. What we need to do is one important thing that is left, that this thing is coming in the center, but our thing is coming at the top. Okay. So if you want this also to come in the center, what we are going to do is, we are to this left nav only, I will give it a display flex. I'll give it a justify content center and an align items center. And see, it is now coming in the center. Okay. So this solves our problem. It is now coming in the center. Okay. Now, what is left? Below this image, we have to show these links. Okay. So that part is left now. So let's do that part. Okay. To this links, we can use this div. Okay. Instead of making it a so I will make this as an unordered list. Okay. Or we can also use a nav item. Okay. So because this is a navigation bar, right? So for any navigation bar, what we should use, we should use a NAV for it. Okay. We should use a navigation element for it. Cool. So what we will do is, here we can change this to a navigation. And inside it, we can create a list which will have the list items. Okay. So the list items are about, experience, education, skills, interest, and awards. So we will add them one by one. About, experience. Let's add only 2 and see how they look. So I added only 2. and see, this is coming here on the right. Okay, this is coming on the right. Why? Because we had, if you are facing any issues in the CSS, what you should do is you should do a right click, inspect. Okay, so again, when we inspect it, we find that, oh, this left navigation, I have given it a display flex. I'm sorry. Is it audible now? I think my mic was muted. Cool. I will explain everything again. Sorry, whatever we discussed right now. Yeah. So what I did was, so for any navigation that we have to use, okay. See, this part is a navigation. When we click on about, it should be an about. When we click on experience, we have to go to experience. So it is navigating the web page. So if you want to create any navigation, you should use a nav tag in HTML. So this is an nav tag in HTML. Okay. So we have created a navigation tag, and inside that I am using a unordered list. Okay. I am using an unordered list inside it. Is there any tool that you can use to manage height, width of image or the text? Or do you have to calculate yourself? No, we don't use any tool. We use you can do everything in the inspect element, right? You just right click here, inspect, and you can see from here, it is saying 160 into 160. You can also see here, the exact size is 140 into 140, and there is a border of 10. So everything is available in inspect element. If you just learn this, the browser developer tool, this is also called as browser developer tool. If you just learn how to use this, you can become a very good front-end developer. Seriously, it will make your life very, very easy. Okay. So what we did was we created a navigation here. Okay. We created a navigation, and in next to the navigation, we added some links for about, for experience. Okay. We added two navigations here. But when I see it, it is coming like this. They are aligning next to each other, left and right. Right? They are aligning horizontally. I don't want to align them to align horizontally. I want them to align vertically. The picture should come, below it, the link should come. So I will go and do one small CSS change. I will add here a flex direction column. So I will say them that don't align row wise, align column wise. Okay. And then I refresh, and you see about and experience and are coming at the bottom. So apart from about and experience, we can add education, skills, interests, and awards. So education, skills, interests, award. Okay. So we have added these links. Okay. So see, there are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links coming here. Okay. Now, again, we want to style it. Suppose we want to style it like this. Okay. So let's try understand how we can style them in something similar. Okay. So first of all, we want to change their, we want to make it all capital. We want to change the color to white. Okay. So we will start doing all of that. So you can again just right click and see here. Okay. So I want that, okay, their color should be white. So I will do color white. So as soon as you do color white, see this color has changed to white. I'm only trying it for the first one. If it works, I will do it for all of them. Okay. So I did a color white. You can also, so this is just a testing thing. Again, you can do it in your developer tool only. Okay. Color white worked. Then I will do a list style none. So when you do list style none, if you notice this bullet icon is removed. So I did list style none and the bullet icon got removed. If I remove this style, see the bullet icon is coming again. Okay, so list style none will remove this bullet icon. Okay, what else can we do? We can do a text transform to uppercase and see everything is now in uppercase. If I remove this style, it will be in normally how you have written. But if I make it uppercase, everything is in capital letters. Okay, what else I can do? I can do font weight 600 and see the font is thicker now. If I remove this, it is thinner. If I add this, it is thicker. Okay, so see, all of these things could be added. Okay, so I will just copy these style, and what I will do is I want these style for all of these options. Okay, so if I want for all of these options, what I will do is inside nav link, all the LI should have these options. So inside nav links, all the LI should have these style. Okay, so this is how you can also add styles. Inside nav link, all the list items. Inside nav links, all the LIs should have this. And now when we refresh the page, see all of them have this style. Cool, makes sense? What we can also do here is we can also give them some line height. And a cursor pointer. Okay. So now if you see, the left part looks like this. Okay. Again, if you want them to center align properly, right now everything is left aligned. See, this is left aligned. Okay. Everything is starting from the left. If you want to make them center aligned, you can add a style called text align center. So text align center will make them center aligned. So either of them is fine. I think this also looks fine to me. So we can leave it this way. Okay. Also, what we are doing is every unordered list has some natural padding on the left. Okay. So if we remove this, see everything, it is not exactly in the center. Here, there is a bigger space because there is some padding of 40 pixel here by default. So I changed this to make it overwrite it to padding left 0 pixel. So there is no unnecessary space. And then I am center aligning it. Okay. So to me, this looks better. This looks perfectly center aligned. So what I will do again here is I will go and say inside the nav links, any UL that you have, make it padding left 0 pixel and then center align its text. So this is how it looks now. Okay. Now what I want to do is, I want that if I click on about, it should go to about. If I click on experience, it should go to experience. If I click on education, it should go to education. If I click on skills, it should go to skills. So I want to link the left part with the right part. Okay. First of all, let's start and create the right part now. Okay. So we will just do it for 5 minutes. Then we will take a small break. Okay. So after 5 minutes, we are going to take a small break, everyone. So in the right part, let's just create few sections. Okay. First is the section for the about part. Okay. And I will just add a simple heading, say this is about section. Okay. Also give it a class main section. Cool. Similarly, I will create a section for experience, a section for education, a section for skills, interest, and awards. So the ID for experience will say experience. This is experience section. The section for education will say education. The section for skills will say skills. The section for interest will say interest. The section for awards will say awards. Okay. Let's go back here and see. So what is happening? So actually this about section, all the section is visible. Okay. But they are getting hidden behind this. Okay. Behind the left part. Okay. So what we need to do for this one is we need to give some gap here. Cool. So see, we have given it some, we have asked it to start from the left part here. Okay. So now this section is starting from the left. So I will just add this style first. So for the right content section, I'm asking it to start from left and also some margin. So this is how all the sections have been created on the right side. Okay. Now what I want, that for each section, which is all of these are main section, 1, 2, 3, all of them have the same class main section. So I will say that for every main section, do a few things. Okay. For every section, I'm saying give them a height of 90 VH. Okay. And give them a border of I'm giving it a border of, say, see, this is the about section. Now, when you scroll down, you will see the experience section. Now, when you scroll down, you'll see the education section. Now, when you scroll down, you'll see the skill section, interest section, and award section. Okay. Cool. So these sections are created right now. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to link them together the way it is linked here. Okay. So how do we link them? If you notice this page also, right now the URL is my first portfolio.html. When I click on education, it goes to education, but the URL is changed to hash education. This hash means the ID. Okay. In our case also, we have given different IDs to every section. Okay. The about section has an ID about, the experience has an ID experience, education has education. So these are the IDs that we have already given. Okay. What we are going to do is we will use these IDs to link them properly. Okay. So to link them, we need to add an anchor tag. Okay. Ahref is equal to hash about. Okay. Similarly, for experience, so we will have to put this text inside the anchor tags. Okay. The about one is taking to hash about. The experience one should take to hash experience. The education one should take to hash education. The skills one should take to hash skills. The interest one should take to hash interest. And the awards one should take to hash awards. Okay. Now refresh. Okay. The styling is affected. I will fix this styling. But if you notice now, if I refresh again and I click on education, see, it is taking us to hash education. Okay. We'll fix this styling. Don't worry about that. The skills one is taking us to the skill section. The awards one is taking to the award section. Okay. So at least this part for us is working fine. Cool. Next thing that we are going to do is let's first fix this style. So at least it is taking us to the correct section. Okay. Next thing is we need to do is we need to fix the styling here, and then we need to fix the styling here. That why is it getting like this? Okay. So these two things we will fix very soon when we come after the break. And then what we'll do is we will create these sections, okay, of for each and every section, like for about, for experience, for education, for skills, we will create these. Okay. So we'll take a break. Okay, what is absolute? Absolute is a position in CSS. Okay, the entire session is getting recorded. We will share the recording with all of you. It will also be uploaded to YouTube, by the way. Okay, any questions so far, anyone? I will share the code at the end of the session. Okay, don't worry. Any other questions? Anything else that you want to know in general or about this project? What if we don't use class in div tag? Okay, class is used for giving styling. Okay, there are other ways also to give styling, so it's not necessary to use class only. Okay, if you don't give class, otherwise also you can give styling. Okay, you can give inline style, you can give style in the same page, you can give style using ID selector, you can give class using element selector. I will show you the code, Somit, after the break. We'll show the code again, don't worry. Which language is best to make a good app depends on what app are you to try to make. Okay, but if it is any web-based app, you have to use HTML and CSS. There is no alternative. Okay, along with it, you can use JavaScript, React, all of these things. JavaScript, React, these are the most popular. JavaScript is being used everywhere now. Again, there is no alternative to JavaScript on front end. You can use any framework of JavaScript. So framework is something which has where already a lot of things are done. You can use them directly. Okay. What is the difference between fixed and absolute? So fixed is something, if you scroll the page, if an element is fixed, it will stay at the same position. It will not scroll. Okay. And absolute is if you scroll the page, it will scroll along with the page. Okay. So fixed is with reference to the screen. If you have given that something should be left 5 pixel fixed, then it is with reference to the screen size. It will always stay at the same position. Absolute is with reference to the web page. If the entire page is, say, 2000 pixel long, so initially it will be, and if you have given top 5 pixel, initially it will be a top 5 pixel. But when you scroll the page, it will go along with the page. Difference between Java and Bootstrap, KU, you should first learn the basics. Java is something completely different. Java is a language that is used on the backend. Bootstrap is a framework that is used for styling your application better to make your application mobile responsive. So you should it's like asking what is the difference between a car and an apple. Okay. So just at least learn the basics first. These are completely different things. Cool. What is Spring Boot? Spring Boot is a framework of Java. Okay. Spring Boot is a JavaScript framework, Java framework that is used to improve your application. Okay. So if you're making an application with Java in the backend, you can use Spring Boot there. It will make your job easier. Cool. What is Tailwind? Tailwind is an alternative to Bootstrap. Okay. Instead of Bootstrap, you can use Tailwind to better style your application. Okay. To make your application mobile responsive. So like instead of React, you can also use AngularJS, Vue.js. Okay. Similarly, instead of Bootstrap, you can use Tailwind, Material, Semantic, many of these. Do you arrange this kind of a masterclass on regular basis? Yes, we already arrange this on regular basis. What is the difference between app and website? See, it is an app only. Okay. So basically, a website is a very broad term. Everything is a website. Okay. App is a part of a website. Okay. A website can be static. It can be dynamic. Okay. So what is static? Static is the content of the website always remains the same. Dynamic means usually they have, like, if I am opening Facebook, it shows my data. If you are opening Facebook, it shows your data. Okay. What is an app? An app is more interactive. Okay. It is more interactive with people. Okay. So it is usually dynamic. It has more interactivity. Okay. What are some good resources to learn JavaScript? If you are a Geekster student, then the teachers that we have here are really good. Okay, you can learn everything about JavaScript here. Okay, otherwise, there are I would prefer learning through the documentations only. Okay, so you can learn through W3 schools. The basics of JavaScript you can learn from W3 schools, and there are some books which you can prefer, ebooks which you can prefer to learn. Okay, can we use both Java and Bootstrap? Again, same question. Java is on back end, Bootstrap is on front end. Can you eat an apple in a car? Yes, you can do, right? Node.js in backend, yes, you can definitely use. It is a good uh, language technology that you can use on the backend. Cool, but um, like in today's code, we are not using Node.js because we don't need a backend today. We only need front end. Which is the CS best framework? Again, there is no answer to such questions. Which is best? Okay, all these applications are good. Okay, whether you use Tailwind or Semantic or Bootstrap, they have some is better in one use case, some is better in another use case. Cool. Do we have HTML and CSS in app development too? If you are creating a web application, yes, you use HTML and CSS there also. If you are creating a mobile application like and for Android or iOS, there you don't use HTML and CSS. Cool. Let's take a break and we will come back. We have somebody joining from Geekster.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you so much, sir. Such an informative session. You can take a break now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Are you there?
Yes, Furkan, I am here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
over.
hi
Over to
everyone.
you.
Hi guys. How are you? How are you all? Am I audible to you? What I can see a question from Satyam. So, Satyam is asking why this platform name is Geekster. See, because Satyam, we wanted this name to be kind of a cool, right? And to actually like relate what from what we do. So we thought, okay, since we are actually like we are dealing into codings and website development, so generally these people are called geeks, right? And we thought adding "ter" to it is a cool thing, so that is why we kept it as Geekster. So guys, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you, everyone? Guys, if it's a yes, please type in the chat box. Yeah, okay. So, firstly, I would like to ask you, how are you guys doing? How is this session going on? Are you having fun? Are you learning something new? Chalo, chalo, great, 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 great. So I hope you guys have learned something new, and I hope Vikas will be actually like empowering you with some other very useful knowledges in like once he's back from the break. So before guys get into that part, I just wanted to introduce to you about Geekster, since somebody has asked why we have named our organization at Geekster. So I'm not very sure how much do you know about Geekster. So I'll tell you in a very brief way what Geekster is, what we are doing, and how we are actually planning to change the landscape of the college education in India. So Geekster was actually established by two of the best industry experts in 2020. So the whole idea, the whole mission of Geekster is to actually upskill India's technical workforce and then help them in getting their dream job. So basically, what we have realized is, what our founders have realized is, okay, let me give a brief idea about our founders. So one of our founder, Mr. Sahil Miglani, he was working with Pinterest, he was working with Yahoo. Another founder of us, Mr. Ankit Maggu, he was an investment banker. So these two have started Geekster in 2020. And the problem which they have realized is, okay, the colleges in India are still teaching in a way that was a decade old. The learning process, the structure of education in the colleges of India are actually a decade old. So the problem was that the students who are actually learning from the colleges, they are not industry ready. They need a time to actually upskill themselves, and then they can actually go into some good product based companies. So we wanted to actually build a platform where these students can actually upskill themselves, can attain the best of the knowledges, can be in touch with best of the minds that are working with within the industries, learn some new tricks and cool tricks and techniques from them, and then they can start their career in tech with a full-fledged information of force. So within this span of 2 years, we have enrolled around 1500 plus students, and we have been able to place around 98% of them. The placement rate of Geekster is around 98% of them. The average package that our students have bragged is around 8.2, and the highest that our students have bragged is around 33 LPA. So over the span of 2 years, we have a bandwidth of around 400 plus companies who are actually hiring from us. These are our hiring partners. If I name a few, these are Airtel, Aviza. If I name a few, these are Airtel, PayPal, Visa, Bosch. So these all are these big companies, good companies, product based companies. They are hiring from us, right? Now, if I talk about the 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 structure, how we are actually helping the students, what is the 360 view of our plan, the 360 plan of ours that is actually helping the students to upskill themselves. So basically, we have divided the entire curriculum. We have divided the entire curriculum in three parts. The first is the technical skills, where we are actually helping students to build their technical knowledge, right? In technical skills, we are actually covering. Guys, am I audible to you? Guys, am I audible? Okay. So I'll just continue. With the technical skills, we are actually covering Java and data structures. Then we'll be in Java and data structures, we'll be covering coding essentials, data structures, and advanced data structures, right? This will go on for 3 months, and then we will be focusing on front end, where we'll be covering web fundamentals, advanced JavaScript, and front end. And in the backend, we'll be covering backend in Node.js and caption projects. So these are the technical aspects. Then we are actually helping the students with their soft skills as well. We're helping the students with their aptitude, English communication, personality development, interview ethics, mock interviews, different things, right? And with this, we are also making the students understand and work on projects. So within with us, we are actually helping the students to build their own projects so that they can showcase this particular project in their portfolio, and they can add feathers to their CVs as well, right? Then we are actually providing personal mentorship. So the mentors, the 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 most basic problem that we have realized is, okay, the students in when they are in college, they are not able to get a professional mentorship. Nobody is there to tell them ki what are the technologies, what are the projects that they need to do, which will actually enhance their CV. What are the short tricks or the languages or the way of coding they need to do or they need to practice so that they can crack up some good interviews. So we are providing personal mentorship to the students as well. These mentors are actually working with best of the MNCs, and they will be guiding our students throughout their curriculum. And then again, we are actually helping the students to land a job as well, right? So any question till now, guys? Any question till now, guys? Any questions till now? If it's a yes, please type in the chat box. If you have any questions, please type in the chat box. If no, then I'll just explain a little bit further about Geekster. SRC code. I am not very familiar with SRC code. I am sorry, Adanya. I am not very familiar with SRC code. Any other questions about Geekster, guys? Any other questions about Geekster? Yeah, I'll be telling you about the fee. I'll be telling you about the fee in a while. When I'll be explaining the program, I'll be telling you about the fee as well. Any other question, guys? Okay. So I'll just explain you about our program. So the program that the Geekster is offering is actually called a full stack web development program. So let me just firstly tell you about what is a full stack developer. So basically someone who is able to create a full-fledged website with front end, back end, and implementing data structures. That particular person is called a full stack developer. So the program that we're offering is a full stack web development program. The details of the program is very simple. The duration of this program is 10 months. The class timing is from Monday to Saturday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. Our next batch is starting from 29th of March. The language of instruction would be English. And if I talk about what you're going to learn in this particular program, so as I've told you will be learning coding essentials, data structures, advanced data structures. Then you will be learning web fundamentals, advanced JavaScript, and front-end in React.js. And then in the backend, you will be learning backend in Node.js and then caption projects. If I talk about the technologies, our students will be learning DSA, Java, GitHub, Figma, CSS, HTML, Bootstrap, JavaScript, React, Node, ES6, and other different technologies as well. Now, this particular program is a job guarantee program. So basically, we are very confident about our program, and we are assuring that whoever has completed this particular program with us, he will be able to secure a job of 5 lakh rupees per annum. Similarly, with this program, the highest package that our students have got is around 33 LPA and the average being 8.2 LPA. Now, if I come to the fee structure of this particular program, firstly, this program comes with a money back guarantee. So let me explain you about what is money back guarantee. So money back guarantee is pretty much very simple. Okay, whatever the money that you're going to pay to us in terms of program fee, if you don't get a job after completion of this program and the referral period, every penny of yours will be refunded back to you. So that's the money back guarantee. Now, if I talk about the program fee of this particular full stack web development course is 75,000 rupees plus GST. This is a upfront payment program where you have to pay the fee before you get into the courses. But yes, definitely this particular program, which is of 75,000 rupees plus GST, comes with a money back guarantee. As I've already explained you, money back guarantee. I'm again explaining you. Money back guarantee is very simple. You will be refunded every penny of yours if you don't get a job after completion of this course and when your referral period is particularly over. Now, with this program, with this particular full stack web development program, we have actually changed students, the life of a few of the students who we have mentioned on our website. We have changed life of the students who are working with non-tech, or let's say customer support, or anything like that, any non-tech job, and they have scored, or they have grabbed a very good job or package, job with a good package in a well-reputed MNC. So to name a few, Rabish Kumar. There was a student of Rabish Kumar who was actually a mechanical engineer, and he have been placed as an engineer in Rakuten. Then we have someone by the name of Kushagra Gupta, who was working as who actually was a BTech fresher, and he has got a very good package, and he has landed a job of software engineer in Airtel as well. So yes, definitely we have actually changed bots. We have changed a student life of many of the students who wanted to actually upskill themselves and land a job or start their dream career in tech. So so guys, matlab, as I've already told you, okay, we have our mentors, we have our educators, we have our placement committees. One thing I would like to tell you about is one of the support that we're offering with this program is a student experience manager. So basically, throughout this particular program, a student mentor will be there with you. A student mentor will be there with you, who will be helping you throughout your journey with any technical needs or any motivations or any support that you need. Those students experience managers will be there with you, and by the end of this particular program you will get a certificate as well. So guys, I think I have explained everything about Geekster. Now I'll just open up the floor for any doubts, any questions. So if you have any doubts, any questions regarding the particular program or regarding Geekster or any particular issues or questions that you have regarding your career as well, please type in the chat box and I'll be very happy to answer them. Ananya have asked, will we get the source code of the portfolio? Ananya, Vikas will be telling you about this. Vikas will be telling you about this. ये मेरी expertise से बाहर है अनन्या, so इसीलिए I am out, and Vikas will be telling you about this. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Anyone? Any other questions, guys? If you have any questions, if you have any issues, anything, please speak up. I'll be very happy to answer. Okay, somebody in the chat have asked this question. Ki, sir, I am a fresher, so would I be able to get a job above the average package? So yes, definitely you can get a job even greater than that, even greater than 12 LPA if you give you 100%. See, the only commitment that we need from our student is their 100% dedication. We have full confidence in our courses. We have proven results. We have actually seen students who who were not even able to write a single line of code. They have bragged very good offers above even 15 LPA, fresher students above 15 LPA. So yes, definitely, if you give your 100%, we are there to support you, and we are very much confident on our courses. Okay, if you do our courses with your full dedication, you will definitely get a job above that. Okay, I am getting another question. Okay, sir, do we have to pay this fee in one go? No, you don't have to pay this fee in one go. You can actually pay this fee in monthly installments as well. These are 0% interest fee. We charge 0% interest because we understand it's an education, so we don't want to charge anything from our students. So it's a 0% interest. You can you can get the courses on EMI basis. You can pay monthly EMIs for 12 months, and you can get these courses, which the EMI comes around something like 6,500 rupees every month. Now another question which I am getting is ki, sir, where I can see this, or is there any demo classes? So yes, we have demo classes. Yes, we our courses up. We have pre-courses. Our pre-courses runs every month twice from 1st and 15th. we you can like register yourself if you want to see the pre-courses, if you want to see how we are actually like teaching you in Geekster, if you want to have the gist of how we are like helping the students, you can register yourself on our website, you can log into our LMS and you can see our pre-courses. There are recordings available, there are concept videos available, there are assignments available as well for your clarity. So you can get into the LMS, you can register yourself on our Geekster website, you can like get into your LMS, and then you can experience as well. What is the eligibility to register any course? So there is no particular eligibility, Pranav. We just want dedicated students. That's it. There are few terms and conditions which will be explained to you later. If you want to like register, go ahead and register and see our pre-courses. And if you have any questions, my team will get back to you on this. They will be getting in touch with you and you can ask all your questions and queries over there. Another question, which very interesting question, which I am getting is why Geekster is better than other platforms. Okay, very interesting question. So see, we have. I don't want to demean any other platform. See, everybody is doing their bit. I'll with this question. I'll in the answer of this question. I'll just highlight what we are doing and why we are doing it better. So with Geekster, we have proven records, right? Our success stories, our students have like said it by themselves. We have like shared testimonials on our website with live LinkedIn links where you can actually go to their LinkedIn profile and you can see okay, these are genuine cases. So, firstly, our results have spoken for themselves. Second, with Geekster, we are actually helping to develop students in all the aspects, whether it's technical aspect, where it is like personality aspect, or where it is interview aspects. So we are actually helping the students in all the aspects. We are providing students with the development program in all the aspects. We are actually providing an ecosystem where so not just technical courses, guys. We are actually providing ecosystem where the student can learn the technical skills, improve their communication skills, their aptitude skills, can learn interview ethics, can work on different projects. Moreover, we have taken special care of solving the doubts of the students. So we have arranged different doubt sessions. One that is from 7:30 to 8, just before the classes, where the student can come and clear their doubts before they get into the class. We have booster classes from 10 to 11, where we are talking about other aspects like the other knowledge which a student may need to understand whatever that have been taught in the classes. Moreover, we are providing live doubt supports as well from 11 to 7, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We are providing live doubt supports as well, where the students can come and ask all their queries and get their doubts cleared. Moreover, we are providing mentorship. The mentors that are actually helping the students, those mentors are working with best of the MNCs. They are actually not just college teachers who are giving you practical knowledge. These mentors, these professionals are working with best of the MNCs and they are sharing their tricks and techniques which they have used to crack the programs, these best of the companies, the interviews of best of the companies. So we are actually providing the holistic development. Moreover, one thing that we are offering is the best of the quality. Whatever that we are teaching, whatever our educators are teaching, those particular things have been reviewed many times, and what that we are providing you is the best content that is available in the market. So yes, these are few of the reasons why we are better than others. Any particular question, guys? Any other questions? No, Pranav, we are not providing offline courses. Why? I'll tell you the reason as well. Because since I have told you, we were not compromising on the qualities. So we have gathered the best of the educators from all over India. So somebody is from Bangalore, somebody is from Pune, somebody is from Gurgaon, somebody is from other different cities, right? So these are the educators who are teaching you. These educators, these mentors are best in their class. So obviously, it is not possible to get everyone under the same roof. That is the reason why we are not providing offline classes. We are providing online classes. Moreover, one another reason for providing you online classes are because since you are working with the computers, you are working with the technologies. So we want you to be familiar with the system, right? So that is the reason why we want you to work on the system, why we are providing you online classes so that you can be familiar with the system, with computers, with technologies. So any other questions? Anyone? Any other questions, guys? Okay. So Furkan, I think we can wrap this session up, right? मतलब wrap my session up.
No. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, that sir. Vikas sir, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's over to you, sir.
Yeah, make me the host again. I'm not able to turn on my video.
Okay. Give me 1 minute, please. Sir, it's okay now?
Yeah. Hey, hi everyone. Back to the class again. I hope you all got some good understanding of what Geekster is. Cool. So we were here, right? Somebody asked me, sir, can you explain me again how we are linking the left part and the right part, which is very important. So I'm telling you again. See, all these sections on the right part have something called an ID. The about section has an ID is equal to about. The experience section has an ID is equal to experience. The education section has an ID is equal to education. Then we have ID skills, ID interest, and ID awards. Right? To every section, we had given some styling. We had given it a height of 80 VH. So we had given it some border bottom, and we had given it some padding. Okay. So that's why it looks the way it looks. So there is a border at the end of every section. Okay. Anyway, now using this ID, we are actually linking it. So I'm telling that if you click on about here, okay, I have used an anchor tag and it says a href is equal to hash about. If I click on skills, it goes to hash skills. Hash actually means ID. So basically we are telling that if we click on skills, go to the element which has ID skills. So here we have ID skills, so it will go to skills. If I click on education, it will go to, it is giving you the path, hash education. So it will go to the education. Wherever you have education, it will go there. So that's why if you click on education, here also you will see that the path will have hash education. Okay, if you click on awards, hash awards. And as soon as you click on hash award, even if you change here, just change hash education here. See, education has come. Even if you change hash experience here, the experience has come. Okay. So whenever you do any such thing, okay, it will take you to that particular section. I hope this is clear now. Cool. So now this part is done. Let's just fix the styling here. So we will need to fix the styling. So what I will do is this styling we will have to change. So see, now this is all fixed. Okay. So we added some styling. I'm sorry. We added some styling here to the anchor tag also and to the list item also. Okay. So this part is done, the left part is done, and the basic sections have been created. Now what we should do, we are supposed to create this style the way it is. Okay. That we are going to do now. Okay. When we will get the source code and where you will get this, so I'll share it here in the chat. When obviously after the session is over, right? How can he give you the code when you have not even attended the session? Cool. So let's start. We will be doing these changes now. Okay. So let's create the about section. Then we will create the experience section. Okay. If you see here about experience and education are very similar. The design of experience and education is very, very similar. So I will skip education. Okay. Then we will do skills and interests. Okay. Again, skills and awards are also very similar. So we'll do any one of them. Okay. So out of 6, we'll do 4. Cool. So let's start the about section. Let's create this. Okay. So first of all, I want to have my name here. Okay. So I will go to, I want to have some thing for about here. So I'll write hash about. For any styling only for about, I will write hash about. So now we are going to create this section. Okay. So before creating the section, we might need to add few stylings that we want. Okay. The stylings the way we want. So if required, we will have to do some changes. Okay. So this is some extra styling that I am adding. Okay. Because I want to make the fonts and the designs exactly similar how it is here. Okay. So I'm adding some extra styling. You don't really have to remember this. I'm just adding in the CSS file only. I will go. Like extra style.css, and I'll just paste it. Okay. We don't really have to worry about anything right now. And in the extra style.css, I can again, similar to this, I can add this to my folder. Okay. Cool. Now what we'll do is I will create this section. This section should first have my name. So I will write Vikas Ranjan. Okay. Then it has another section which has the address, the phone number, and email. So I'll create a div. Okay. In that div, I will have one section for like div class is equal to personal details. Okay. I will have address, phone, and email. The phone and email. Okay. Let's put the address also here. Let's put the phone also that we'll be using. Cool. Then I'm adding this section. Last May we will do the styling. Okay. So I'm adding this section. Div class is equal to profile summary. And then there is this section which has all the different icons for LinkedIn and all. So this also let me add div class is equal to social icons. Okay. And then we can add all of these icons. So to add the icons, we already have. So what you can learn is whenever you want to add icons like these, okay, like there are many sites which you can refer to. So you can search for bootstrap icons, you can search for font awesome icons, okay, and there are different sites which will give you like unlimited options of diff icons that you can use directly. See, all of these icons are available, okay, and see there are 18 pages of such icons, okay. Anything that you want, if you want say social icons, so just go here in social and you will get all the different type of icons, okay. Same for bootstrap also, you will get a large number of icons here. See a large number of icons. So Facebook icon, if you want, you can directly use from here. So that's what we are doing over here. We already have a lot of font awesome icons. So these are icons from Font Awesome. FA is Font Awesome, this website. Okay. So if you want any like Facebook icon, you can just search from here. Okay, YouTube is here. Google also should be here. Yeah, so Google is here. Facebook is here. So whenever you need Facebook icon, you can directly copy. So FA brand, this is what you can copy. Okay. So similarly, we have copied this. Now when we refresh, see, this is how my section looks like. Okay. The icons are not coming. I think we need to import some CSS. Yeah, this I needed to import. So I will import some more CSS for, and see the icons have appeared. Okay. So the styling is not exactly similar. I will fix the styling, but see, it looks very, very close, right, to what we had. So the name Vikas Ranjan, then we have the address, then we have the phone number, then we have the email, then we have the summary text, and then we have the icons. Okay. Now let's try to make it exactly how it is. Okay, how it should be. So what I will do here is, to this section, I will give it some padding of say 80 pixel. Okay. So this 80 pixel, or I can even give more, say 200 pixel. So I'll give it some padding of 200 pixel and 80 pixel. Okay. And now inside this, I need to give something like h1 class is equal to profile name. Okay, the personal details, I want it to have some margin. So if I want only top and bottom margin and no left and right margin, I will give only top and bottom margin. So we gave some space on the top and on the bottom. Okay. And similarly, I can give some more space to the profile summary. So this is what I have given. Okay. And now if we want to change the color of this part, again, what we'll do, we'll just copy the color and I will give it like a text custom color and just give it the color we want. Okay. And this text custom color style, we can use wherever we want. So for email, I will give it text custom color. And here for my, even for my surname, I will give this text custom color. And now when I refresh this, so see these two things are coming in this color. Okay. If I want these lines to come in the, I will just give it a display. So if you want to bring them in the same line, we can give them display flex or display inline. Okay. Or otherwise it looks fine like this also. Cool. So this is all, the first section is almost ready now. Okay. Where we have these details. If we want to link them to your LinkedIn, for example, my LinkedIn is this. Let me go to LinkedIn. And I will go to my profile and I will just copy my profile link from here. Okay. And I want that if somebody clicks here, it should take them to my profile. So then what will I do? I will again go here. I will go to the link and here again, I have the anchor tag. So in the anchor tag, I will just put the link. Similarly, my GitHub profile, if I want to copy my GitHub profile. So So this is my GitHub profile. Okay. So again, what I can do is I can directly copy the link from here. I can paste it here. Similarly, if I don't use Twitter, I will just remove the Twitter icon. Okay. And when I refresh this now, so see Twitter is removed. If I click on LinkedIn, it will take you to my LinkedIn. If I click on GitHub, it will take you to my GitHub. Also, if you want that it should not open LinkedIn in the same tab, if it should open in a different tab, you can do target is equal to blank. Target is equal to blank. If you add, it will everywhere. Now, if I add this, see, LinkedIn opened in another tab. Okay. GitHub will open in another tab. Okay. So if you want things to open in another tab, this will happen. Cool. Just give me a minute. Cool. So let's take up questions now. Cool. Did not understand the extra style part. So basically I copied and pasted Bootstrap CSS. Okay. So if you just want Bootstrap CSS, you can just do Bootstrap CSS CDN. Okay. So I just copied Bootstrap CSS. So this is Bootstrap ka CSS. Okay. I can just copy it and I can use it directly. So that is what I did. I copied some extra CSS for styling that has been used in this page. Okay. And I reused it for myself. Cool. Can we change the style of text like education awards to make it more cool and attractive? You can do anything. Okay. I just don't want to spend time on that. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. What is a forward deployment engineer? A deployment engineer is basically there is something called a DevOps profile or an SRE profile. So developers create the application. Okay. A deployment engineer manages the application. Okay. How to deploy it, how to keep it secure, all of that, they take care of it. Cool. So this is the about part. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'm just giving some styling here. Cool. Now, once we are done with the first part, we can go and work with experience section. Okay. So what all experience section has? Experience section, if you see, it has the heading, which is called experience. So we will just change that. Okay. We can also make it H2 because this experience section, I don't want experience to be as big as my name. Okay. So this is the experience section. And now within experience, I will just mention my experience. Okay. So the experience is, this is the position, this is the name of the company. Okay. This is the date, and this is some other text. So what I will do is, inside the experience section, I will create a class for experience details. Now inside this, I will add one div. Okay. And it will call me, I'll call it experience heading. Okay. Experience heading can be like senior web developer. Sorry. I'll write senior web developer. Okay. Inside this, I will create another div which will have experience date, and that I'm giving March 2013 to present. Okay. Then I am creating another div which has the company name, experience subheading, okay, that will have the company name, whatever it is. For example, I want to give senior software engineer and my company, that is Coinbase. Okay. And then again, we have this thing. Let's refresh this. So see, something very similar is created. Okay. So it has the my role, my date, company name, and the text. Now I want this one to look better. So what I will do is the name here, it should be an H3 rather than an, and this one should be a H4 rather than a simple div. Okay, so again, this looks fine. But this one, I want to change the color. So I will make it the date. I will change it to a text custom color. Again, I refresh. So I refresh here and the date's color has changed. Okay. So what we can do is for every experience item, so the padding I will give say 80 pixel and 40 pixel. And for the experience H2, I will give it a margin bottom up again 40 pixel. Cool. So this is how it looks. Now, if I want to highlight multiple experiences, what I will do, I will just copy paste this experience item twice and thrice. You refresh this and it looks like this. Okay. What we are going to do here is I'm going to change this to minimum height. Cool. So see, now we have created the experience section. Okay. We have just, if there are more experiences, you can just copy paste like this same. Okay. And just edit the text. यहाँ पे senior software engineer की जगह अगर I can do and go here. I'll change this to technical lead. Okay, I will say till Feb 2022 from March 2000, from say June 2019. I worked at Zone Market. So something like this. Cool. So this way I can list down my experience. Similar to experience, I can list down my education. So education part, I will skip for now. Only thing that I'm going to do is I will make it this. Okay. And then we can move on to the skills part. So experience, education is similar to experience. So very, very similar. instead of the job title, you have to write the college name. Instead of the company name, you have to write your degree. Instead of this, you have to write this. Instead of these date, you have to write this date. So exact same design. If you want, we can even copy it quickly. Let's do it only. The first one, I'll copy the date. Bachelor of Science. And then these details. Okay, just give me a minute. Education, this is for skills also. And see, the education is also created. Okay. Similarly, we can, if you have multiple education, you can add them here. Cool. So these are done. Now we can move to the skills part where we want to list the programming languages and tools. Okay. So again, this is again pretty easy. What we'll just do is we'll go to the skills section and we will have the programming languages and tools. And then what we'll do is we will just see again, if you notice, these are all links. This is the link for HTML, logo for CSS, JavaScript. So the same logic we will have. Okay. We will add the list items, the icons of all of these from Font Awesome. So this is HTML icon, CSS icon, JavaScript. So just to save time, I already have all of these. Okay. These icons, again, you can copy from Font Awesome. I am just copy pasting them right now, and I will add them right now. And when you refresh the page, you will see that these are there. Okay. So these are all icons. As I've already told you, you can, if you just go to Font Awesome website here, and you want to suppose get HTML icon or JavaScript icon, just search for HTML. So here is that icon. Just copy it. So it will be similar to what we have used. Okay. This is the icon. And then this is some styling that we have given on the top of it. Okay. So pretty simple to use it. So we have done the about, we have done the experience, we have done the education, we have done the skills. Now we need to do interests and awards. Okay. So experience is done, education is done, skills is done. Let's do interest and awards. Okay. So interest and awards. Now, what all do we want to do in interest? So in interest, we just want to have some text. Okay. So what we'll do is in here, we will just add some div. Okay. You can add any text here, and then you can add any text here. Instead of div, we make it So P is a paragraph tag. Again, if you refresh, you will see that this is already there. Okay. We will just improve the style the way we do for every section. So this will give some space here. So interest is also done. So basically, whatever projects you have worked on, you will list down here. Okay. Whatever education, your master's degree, your bachelor's degree, your 12th, 10th, you will keep adding here. All these skills that you know, all the programming languages you can, just search for their icons and you can add here. Okay. All your interests, all your awards, okay, any trainings, workshops, hobbies, you can add over here. And only thing left is the award section. Okay. So let's do the award section also pretty quickly. So award section, again, it is fairly easy. We just need to, it's awards and certifications. Let me add that. Okay, similarly, we will add the styling that we want. We add for all the sections. And now what we'll do is we just want to like add a few lines. So what we can do is we can add a UL, we can add a LI, okay, and we'll just copy these lines. Okay, Google Analytics certified developer. Okay, fine. And similarly, we will just add these mobile web specialist. Okay, first place. Cool. Awards list. So I just go here, awards list. I'll add some class here. Let's refresh and see how it looks. So see, the awards list are added. Okay. But I want to add these cup icons also. So if I want to add these cup icons, what I will do is I will again have to look for this icon on Font Awesome. So let's say trophy, I search for trophy icons. Okay, get this trophy. What I can do is I can just copy from here. Okay, and I can add this. Currently, I'm not sure how it will look. Let's see. Okay, so here the trophy icons are added. And now what I will do is I will remove the bullet icons. I'll do list style none. So these bullet icons will get removed. Cool. So this is how it looks. So mostly we are done with all the sections. Okay, I have gone a little fast because we had less time. But let me share the code also with everybody here. Okay. Till then, any questions that you want to discuss, we can discuss right now. Okay. Meanwhile, I am sharing the code. So I will just go to Google Drive. I will create a folder for portfolio project. Project Geekster March 11. Okay. I'll share my screen again. I'll go to documents folder. I will compress this. and I will upload it here. When it is uploaded, I will share. Anybody with the link can open this. And I'm sharing this with all of you on the chat. I hope you all have got it. No, now I hope everybody has got it. Can you confirm, please? Great. So you can download it from Google Drive on this link. Cool. Any other question that you all have? Any doubts, any questions, or any feedback for us? Any feedback that you want to share? How was the session? Did you get to learn something or not? Or what did you get to learn? This also I want to know. What was the best thing that you learned in today's session? The code was smooth, unlike mine, which is all messed up. So that is again very important, Arun. With experience, you gain that, but try to some basic things if you might have observed. Whenever I was trying to open whenever I was creating any element in HTML, I was first closing it and then moving ahead, right? Whenever I was creating any style, I was first closing it, then moving ahead. So make sure that you also start practicing these things, okay? Whenever you are creating anything or adding a new bracket, adding any new element, adding any new tag, first close it and then write content inside it, okay? This is a zip file. Yes, this is a zip file. Obviously, you will have to download it, uncompress it, and then use it in your code. Okay. Great. How to get good with DSA? First thing, you have to understand the concepts very well, spend a lot of time, and then you have to practice a lot. Okay. So when I say understanding the concepts, see, the kind of question that come in DSA is that you are given a problem statement and you have to solve it. Now, the biggest challenge is you have to find the optimal solution. You have to find it in the minimum possible time. Your code has to be good in performance. It has to be less in time complexity, right? But how can you make it less time complexity? Okay, so just giving you an example. Suppose you are the coach of a cricket team, right? And you want to select players for your team, right? So for that, you should know the strengths and weaknesses of every player, right? Suppose you don't know anything about cricket. Can you choose the team or not? Or you don't know every player properly. Can you choose the team or not? Yes or no, everyone, quickly. Absolutely not, right? You need to know the strengths and weakness of every player to be able to choose a team. Similarly, in data structures, all the different options that you have, array is one data structure, linked list is another, stacks and queues are another, right? There are maps, there are sets, there are trees, there are graphs, right? Everything has some advantage and some disadvantage. You should first understand what is the benefit of using arrays. What is the benefit of using linked list? What is something that arrays cannot solve and linked list can solve? What is something that trees can solve but linked list cannot solve? So all of this you need to understand first. Should I go with Java or JavaScript for backend, which currently I know core Java? So if you know Java already, you should go ahead with Java. Java is used across multiple companies. It's a very good language. And you have a lot of scope for Java as well. So if you know any one language properly, don't waste your time in these things. That which language should I study? Which language should I study? Make sure that you learn one or two language nicely. Any one or two language. Java, if you are learning nicely, that is great. Don't worry about anything. Just start practicing it, but don't stick to a language. Okay. So try to understand the concepts, try to understand the how you are designing the application in that language, try to understand system design, try to understand design patterns. Okay. So try to understand the concepts properly. Cool. With that note, everybody, I will have to drop off now. Okay. I have two more questions which I'll take. I'm currently in final year. I did not get placed. I tried for many companies, but not getting proper response. What should I do? I would advise you, Gauri, to start applying for internships in companies. Maybe you can start with startups and small companies. Okay. And learn some experience there. Okay. And once you get some experience, okay, even if it is for a lesser salary, it will happen for you. And definitely at Geekster, we are there to help. If you have not already enrolled with Geekster, please enroll with the Geekster session. Okay, we will help you out thoroughly. We have a great placement record, so you'll definitely get placed if you put your 100%. Full stack web development and DevOps are very different. Full stack development is when you develop the front end and back end and the database also. DevOps is somebody who looks after the releasing of the application. Okay. The system of the application. That suppose there is facebook.com. There are so many computers in Facebook server, right? So the team that looks after all the computers, all the servers, make sure that nothing goes down, that the systems are working. Okay. And they help other teams to do any changes. That is DevOps engineering. Both full stack and DevOps are good profile. They have a good scope. They are highly paid. So don't worry about that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thanks for attending today's class. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And make sure you visit our website if you want to learn anything more about Geekster.